Good morning, everyone. It is time to celebrate. It's Friday, also known as Ladies Wear Green Day.
Evidently, we didn't plan it.
See, this is very unfair because Christian cannot wear green because I will blend in with my weather graphics.
Well, I was totally joking. We didn't plan this. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. But you're also not a lady, and it's Ladies Wear Green Day. You know? So
You know what? I'll just let the ladies do this.
You can rock it.
No, listen.
You can do weather. Just
Do you want to see me? This
yeah,
would be horrible.
I do. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Let's
take
do
a
it.
look at the forecast.
Take
Just
that animation.
pitch in
Let's do
whenever
this.
you can. Which button do I press?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
It didn't happen.
It's your turn. There it is. See?
All right, let's take a look at our forecast and a bunch of maps. It's breezy. Breezy in the morning, temperatures around 51 as that high pressure moves in over Nashville. And
If you want it to move, hit the button.
I have to hit the button.
Yeah, look at that.
Bringing that breeze on down through the Carolina coast and on into Florida. We certainly will appreciate that cooler weather. However, it gets really cool overnight. Look at those temperatures into the 40s. By morning, about a 59-degree temperature. And our temperatures won't go very high from there. We'll only get to about 60 degrees for tomorrow. But today, plenty of sunshine, about 78 degrees in the Triad by 3 o'clock. Friday football fever. Awesome weather for that. 71 degrees by 7 o'clock tonight and a low of 66. Well, probably colder than that because tomorrow morning is going to be even colder. What's this, Christian?
This is your Friday football fever graphic.
God, I'm like, I don't know what that is. Yes, this is our other Friday football fever graphic because more than one is better than one.
2 is better than 1.
Right, okay. So then we're going to warm up and then cool down. It's a lot of graphics. And then we have some other talking points. Because, okay, at this point, just take over.
Are you tired now?
I thought maybe there were going to be like
good.
3
You did
graphics.
great.
But you have like 7, 8 graphics.
Oh, I got more than that. Take a look at this. We'll cool down to around 50 tonight
Thanks.
with a chilly afternoon for your Saturday. With low 60s on the way, chilly Sunday morning in the low 40s and upper 60s by Sunday
That's
afternoon.
what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Temperatures will hold in the upper 60s heading into a brand new week, staying dry too until the end of next week. We haven't had rain in a long time. And by the end of next week, we will probably need some again. Good chance of a few showers with another cold front as it swings through the Piedmont late next week on Thursday. That was history in the making.
That will never happen again.
That was really good. Just get your CMS seal.
Right.
By the way,
Good
props
grade, it
to
says.
our director, Jessica Rule, for making that happen because everything, she had to code things last minute.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, absolutely,
Oh, I
which
didn't
is why
think about that.
the animation took a second, but she had my mic up and I was ready. I was ready to stand in front of the sea key.
I was ready just to give you my mic if that's what we needed to do.
Oh no, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Well, feel free to take a sick day all day next week because your girl's got it.
Ed Matthews will be here, which is great. All right, so it is fall, which is so awesome. It's perfect to enjoy all the things that fall brings, including the weather and not something that we don't like, the pests that it comes with.
Yeah, we all know a stink bug when we see one, right? Because of its dusty brown and rough-looking skin. Experts say as of March 2022, you can find the invasive pest in 76 of North Carolina's 100 counties. We know, without a doubt, Guilford County is one of them. We have a few ways you can avoid stink bugs. Here they are on your screen.
Okay, so spray insecticide. Is that spelled right? Yeah, it is. Okay. It is the most. I know. I was like, I don't know. Okay, it is the most sensible option for controlling the stink bug. Use a vacuum because it's another great tool to seal any cracks. That might be an easy entryway for stink bugs to get through. And eliminate open or exposed food. Stink bugs love fruit.
They do. And they love us. Some of you are joining in on the conversation online. Melissa said, what happened? They have taken over my sun porch. Larry and Sharon said the warm weather woke them up again. Susie said our porch has been taken over by them. They seem to be worse this year. I hate them. And Katie said the only way I have found to kill them is Dawn soap and water in a spray bottle. Heavy on the soap. Nothing else has worked. Beware, they fall and they swoop toward you. All right, don't want to test that one out, Katie.
So do you guys see them a lot?
I've seen, I don't really notice it like people are saying. I mean, I've seen them.
Right.
But I think Tim, our chief meteorologist, Tim Buckley, posted on his Facebook page yesterday about this. And a lot of people were like, yeah, they've overtaken. I've seen so many of them in the last couple of weeks. And I was like, really?
Really? Yeah, me too. But you've seen a lot.
Yeah. We live near woods though, so
Okay.
I think it makes sense. Like every year we see them. Seen a few in the house, but mostly they're concentrated outside. Seen them on like the patio, the sidewalk, like by doors trying to get inside. Honestly, I'd rather have a stink bug in my house than a spider. Any day, I'll take, because it's kind of spider season too. You know, they also like the warm temperatures inside your home when you get outside of the cold. And so the recommendation, if you see a stink bug, obviously is not to squash them, because that's when they emit that foul, like pungent odor. So you're going to gently scoop them up with a little trash bag, take them outside, and then do what you want from there.
Yeah, do they, I don't know their habits, do they kind of group together like ladybugs, or are they more like individual?
Solitary. I have only ever seen them like individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we see ladybugs all the time,
Yeah.
especially now because it's warmer and it's fall, so they would like to be inside. So we had like 3 ladybugs in like Josiah's room, kind of grouped together the other night, and we got the vacuum and, you know, got them up. But he's just like, Mom, there are bugs in my room. I'm like, they're ladybugs. He's like, they're not acting like ladies. It's like, okay.
All right, Josiah. Yeah, I haven't, and you know, same thing for me. When I see them, they're not in groups. They're usually like singular.
Stink bugs, yeah.
Usually single, not married.
Yeah, they could be engaged. No, I never really see them, so I just wasn't sure of their habits on whether they, you know, commingle or not.
Yeah, Jacques said his home has been taken over. It's so frustrating going to try the Dawn and spray bottle method.
That's interesting.
Apparently you can also flush them. That's a good way to like get rid of them without squashing them per se.
Yeah.
You have to pick them up. My cat, you know, cats are supposed to take care of these things, okay?
Yeah.
No, he likes to kind of swat them a little bit with his paw and play with them, and then just let them go. You're supposed to handle that.
Milo does his own thing.
He does. Yes.
He's like, hey, Mom, fix this.
Exactly. Diane said they're all in her house. Melita took 4 of them outside yesterday. And then a lot of people commenting on the amazing weather segment
Yeah,
Tracy
wow.
just gave us.
Seriously,
You're
no.
a big hit around here.
Well, you know, I do what I do until I can't do it anymore. Like Preston said, I guess Tracy couldn't handle it. You're right. I guess not. Thank goodness it's not my real job, but that was all in fun. Melody just typed in, my cat likes to play with them. And then did you hear from Diane, who said they're all in her house? So.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be, I guess, the season for that. I'm happy that I haven't seen them yet, because my inclination, obviously, is just to go ahead and squash them or anything. Oh, my God, I felt something on my arm.
I was like, do you have one on your?
I know. It was a piece of hair, apparently. It just
Your
like
mind
fell.
playing tricks on you.
I know, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah. So interestingly, I felt like this was a really bad mosquito season. Like I'm a mosquito
It
magnet.
was.
I still have like scars on my legs from mosquito bites this year, but I feel like it was later this year. Do you think that's because, Christian, we were kind of wetter than normal this summer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you factor moisture into the equation, it is always an up and up on the mosquito, on the mosquito train. And really late July through late August is when we have some of our most humid weather here in North Carolina, and that's when they really start to get bad. And especially, if it rains, you get one of those summertime storms, and it's so hard because we talk about pop-up storms. That's really what they are. And you get one and it rains for 5 or 10 minutes, and that's just enough to maybe puddle some water up outside, next to the garage or in a flower pot somewhere, and that's enough to really attract the mosquitoes.
Standing water.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has been a great conversation. If you see a stink bug, report it to Megan.
No.
So Milo can come and take care
He
of it.
will not
for you.
help you, actually.
Oh, he doesn't like
Stink bug hotline.
Okay, well, we don't have one, but we should have one.
All right, let's get to our morning headlines before a final check of your weekend forecast. Have you heard about this? The Charlotte Hornets will play their 3rd preseason game tonight at the Greensboro Coliseum. They are taking on the Boston Celtics at 7:30 p.m. The NBA game is expected to create a lot of traffic in the area, so consider getting there early or carpool if possible. Greensboro Police will be on site managing intersections and traffic.
The Panthers are playing at home this Sunday. If you can't make it to Bank of America Stadium, no problem. You can watch the big game right with us on WFMY News 2. The Panthers take on...
All right, so let's take a look at what is happening also at the Coliseum. The Greensboro Swarm calling the Coliseum home for the next 5 years. The Swarm will play home games at the Novant Health Fieldhouse. The 5-year lease extension announced yesterday runs through the 2027-28 season and includes several renovations and upgrades to the building. The Swarm season opens November 4th.
Hey, this is pretty exciting. Zach's Hot Dogs is opening a third location in Burlington on Garden Road. It's where the Steak and Shake used to be located. The owner says the sale closes Monday. He originally wanted the third location to be on Church Street, which is a busy main road in Burlington, but he says that process took too long, so he looked somewhere else. He expects to open the Garden Road location, which is actually really close to Church Street, in the next 5 to 6 weeks.
All right, we've been talking a lot about creepy crawlies and the cooler weather. It's really feeling like Halloween season. So tonight in downtown Greensboro, there is a big production of The Nightmare on Elm Street at a popular museum called Elsewhere.
WFMY News 2's Denise McMillan has more on the spooks you can see.
Elsewhere Museum on a regular day is a living museum, but this spooky season they are taking it up a notch, and I'm joining in on the fun. I'm here with my ghost buddy and the permanent resident, and we can't forget about our mer person. So we are right now in the living library, part of the haunted tours. Talk to us about what you all have planned for folks.
Sure. So this is our 13th extravaganza, our annual fundraiser and community-centric event. So we had to get spooky. We're on South Elm Street, so it's Nightmare on South Elm Street is the theme. We have a guided haunted museum tour. I was dragged out of the ocean to help give these tours. And it's not so scary as much as playful. So we're playing with what people find scary, and even who I am and how I'm dressed somebody might find scary. We have a comedian dressed as a Black Widow spider on a bone throne who will be telling jokes, some at our guests' expense. But then, so we'll be doing tours on Friday today from 4 until 10, Saturday from 5 to 8, and then we turn the whole thing into our Nightmare Party. Ooh. Saturday, 7 to 11. We have a thriller choreography, we have a costume contest, spooky cocktails. It's just all things Halloween, and it's all to generate support for our work. And our work is really to honor the creative spirit of everybody who walks in the door. This building was filled with materials and objects over many decades by one woman, Sylvia Gray. Mm-hmm. And rather than selling it all off, it was decided that nothing would be for sale. It would all be raw materials for artists and the public to rearrange and reimagine endlessly. Mm-hmm. And so that's why we're called the Living Museum.
All right, and we have all the details up on the screen for you for the festivities happening this weekend. If you want to give to the creative spirits here at the Living Museum, the tours will be every 20 minutes. And if you like to come out, you can either book your tickets online or you can come on in and walk in.
All right, thank you, Denise. Good day, good evening to get out in downtown Greensboro, of course, and really anywhere across the Piedmont as we get up close to 80 this afternoon. We'll cool it back off pretty quickly behind a cold front all the way down to around 50 overnight for a chilly start to your Saturday morning and a cool afternoon of weather too, with low 60s Saturday, cold Sunday morning around 40, but upper 60s Sunday afternoon with sunshine will be nice, and then we'll hold our temperatures there as we kick off a new work week, getting back to the low 70s by the middle of the week, and then our next chance for rain doesn't arrive until late next week with another cold front that looks to come through on Thursday. So if you like warm stuff, today's your day. If you like it cooler, you got the weekend and all next week.
I wanted to pass on a note to you from the organizers of the Tried LLS Society who are having their walk tomorrow night. They wanted to thank you through me to you for the wonderful weather for tomorrow night's event. It's the first time they've been back since the pandemic, and so we're back in person. The walk has beautiful weather, and they appreciate it.
Well, you know, I don't control that, but I'm glad that it ended up that way, and I'm glad we could provide a good forecast for that. It's going to be a great night.
Otherwise, they would have blamed you. So, you know, you might as well take the appreciation.
Take the appreciation when I can get it.
Exactly.
All right, thanks so much for spending part of your morning with us here on After GMS. We will see you at the Good Morning Show at 9 o'clock on our main channel, and also for WFMY News 2 at noon.
Have a great weekend.
See you later.